In today's news, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has been very, very active, taking up all the major crypto news headlines because yesterday he appeared on Fox Business and reaffirmed XRP's inevitable takeover. Firstly, Brad Garlinghouse said his previous $5 trillion prediction for the crypto market by the end of this year 2024 was actually too cautious, it was too easy, and that the market will likely see tailwinds because of ETFs and the halving event. An event, mind you, that is literally mere hours away. And this may actually be the most important takeaway from his interview, because Brad Garlinghouse openly admitting that he underpredicted the growth of the crypto market is a promise for colossal gains and a huge crypto bull run on the horizon. And this would make complete sense with the world now accepting blockchain and crypto, the world becoming more tokenized and more digital. All money, the world's money, will start flowing into this market, over $4.3 quadrillion of it. To steal a quote from a Ripple representative, people tend to overestimate the short term and underestimate the long term.
Some of these like DeFi protocol, they're quite clunky. And some of these blockchain networks are also fragmented, right? Like there's a lot of interoperability being built, and I believe there will be more interoperability possible through the open sourceness, programmability of these protocols as opposed to TradFi. And so that's definitely, we're at the very early innings, so to speak. So I would say like we're seeing growth. If you look at the stablecoin as a financial instrument, for example, 3 years ago, the total market cap was around 5 billion. Now it's like 150 billion. And people tend to overestimate these kind of dynamics, maybe, in the short term, but then underestimate it in the long term, which is, an insight for somebody way smarter than me.
And in my opinion, it's safe to say that people definitely are underestimating the growth of, crypto as a whole, but Ripple and XRP especially in the long term, not just from the growth of crypto's market that will be a massive catalyst for XRP, but the developments in the global powers, the government, especially in the US. Brad Garlinghouse also covers in the interview that Tether USDT is a non-US based entity, and the US frankly is going after that. A US based player who is compliance first has a great role to play, like Ripple's new stablecoin. Pay close attention.
The players in that space, particularly one called Tether, is a non-US based entity. And the US, frankly, is kind of going after that because they want this to be regulated. Just yesterday, there's a new bill introduced in the Senate to create some stablecoin legislation, which I think is a positive step of like, hey, finally, we might get some forward momentum there. But I think that market's going to grow a lot. I think a US-based player who is compliance first has a great role to play.
In the words of CFTC, Tether, the world's largest stablecoin with a market cap of more than $100 billion, would not be classified as a stablecoin under the proposed CFTC taxonomy because they haven't got a place. The new stablecoin bill declares that USDT is operating illegally, which is big news. This therefore means that Ripple and XRP are going to take the place of USDT. It's going to open up the space, and that means Ripple and XRP can attain $100 billion of USDT's market cap as a 100% backed and compliant USD stablecoin. To take this post from Cyprus here, an article from KPMG, those who do not adapt will fall behind. Using new and emerging technologies, you can maintain a competitive advantage and succeed in your digital transformation journey. And this is precisely what Ripple have been doing for years and years and years now. Despite this lawsuit, they've been doing it for years now. Again, pay close attention to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. He explains their true goal to be the infrastructure all around the world, which of course would be big news for XRP.
There is no question. I mean, one of the headwinds that has held back the market, the largest economy in the world, the United States, has been one of the most problematic for the crypto market. Innovation, entrepreneurs, and capital have flown into markets that have actually constructively engaged this market. So Dubai, Singapore, even the UK, the EU has passed legislative progress here. The U.S. has really been behind the 8 ball. This administration, I think, has taken a pretty anti-crypto stance, led by the SEC. Gary Gensler, as the chair, has really taken...
Because he doesn't understand it.
I think there's
maybe he does, and the people working for him don't.
It's not clear to me. I mean, clearly, I think you have politicians, and I would frankly call out Elizabeth Warren goes out and says the only people using crypto are, bad actors. It's just not true.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned all of those countries, because that's also an opportunity for you, obviously, at Ripple. I want to get your take on that, because you recently announced Ripple is launching a U.S. dollar-backed stablecoin later this year. You say this bridges the gap between traditional finance and cryptocurrency. Tell us how that will play out, why it's valuable, and give us the growth story for Ripple. Where does growth come from at your company in the coming 3 years?
So to start on that last piece, Ripple, about over 95% of our customers are non-U.S. financial institutions. We sell payment solutions, we sell custody solutions around blockchain and crypto. We're going to keep expanding, even though the U.S. market, as we were talking about earlier, partly from a regulatory point of view, has been slow to adopt. The non-U.S. market has been really, really strong for us. And you're
going to be the infrastructure around all of that.
That is our goal. And we think that opportunity is huge. We think that's going to be great for Ripple. We think it's going to be great for XRP, which is a digital asset we use. So I'm very, very optimistic about that. I just think that the U.S. needs to figure it out.
As you heard, the only thing realistically right now that's stopping XRP, that's stopping America, is the anti-crypto party, Senator Warren, Gary Gensler, his SEC. By restricting crypto, they have been stopping America's innovation. But, good news, there are two huge reasons why America, they are not completely screwed, at least not yet. One is because the SEC eventually will undergo a radical transformation, one that works with the system as opposed to against it. And two is Ripple. Ripple are going to help America. As we can see in this post from a digital perspective, Brad Kimes, let's see. 1. Ripple's customer base is 95%. Almost all of it is outside the US already, thanks to Gary Gensler, but that's a large portion of it. The US government just appears to be targeting USDT Tether at the convenient moment that Ripple launched their own US dollar-backed stablecoin this year, 2024, therefore poised to take its place. Ripple joined the Fed back in 2023, which showcases their deep connection to the US government already. And now everyone's saying the US is behind. But if the US government adopts a value protocol like XRP Ledger with a new USD stablecoin on the XRPL and Ethereum's network, or they declare Ripple as a bank or systematically important, wouldn't that therefore mean Ripple is the link between 95% of the rest of the world and the missing piece to the puzzle that propels the United States to a pole position in this fourth industrial revolution? Ripple, therefore, isn't just a great company. It is the United States solution for this new multipolar, multi-asset world we are moving towards. That is why so many US Treasury officials come through the Ripple camp. Ripple and XRP Ledger and XRP are the missing link that joins the world together, that joins America and makes them the leader in this new financial system. And Ripple haven't stopped making these sort of developments even now, as Ripple's head of public policy for EMEA, again policy being the rules and regulations of this new financial age, he's going to be speaking at the 3rd Annual Financial Innovation Forum. All the signs are there. Brad Garlinghouse reaffirms that crypto is going to explode in the near future, and XRP will be the leader of this new revolution. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.